everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new, my name's NatMoran and I live in my 4Runner with my 3 dogs, and we are here in Bend, Oregon, enjoying the warm weather right now, even though it won't stay warm. But we won't think about that. We're just going to embrace the moment where it's beautiful, sunny, and 60s. So I just left the hotel for a few days where Pike was able to recover inside a hotel room with a nice cozy bed without having to jump up the ladder for several days. So we are back on the road and we were at this really cool spot. I'm really excited to go explore, and I didn't even know this place existed. So I'm gonna have to share some more information about this on my Patreon, because this is one of my favorite spots I've been to so far. It's a little dusty. Little is an understatement. It's a lot dusty. So I may end up having different feelings after a few days of being here, but for just initial first impressions, it's pretty cool. It is so freaking dusty. How you doing, bud? You good boy? He was just playing with Akron a minute ago. Akron's over there. Jethro's on a very short leash. I will fix that here in a minute, but it's just initial. Just get them out of the car so they can be happy babies. Look at that massive fire pit. Oh boy. Did you find a stick? What's your stick? Did you find it? Is that your toy? Let me see it. Let me see your stick. Come here. Let me see it. Get your stick. Get your stick. Get your stick, buddy. Look how big he is. You go, bridge manager, babies. Oh, he's gonna have fun with that. Should keep him busy for a minute. So I pulled out some dinner. Super easy dinner. I'm doing cashew cheese spread, some of these, I don't know, plant-based snacks, and then a veggie roll. Alright, we are going to go on a little hike around this lake here that we're camped next to and enjoy this beautiful day before the wind picks up, and tomorrow it gets really cold. That was a fun little hike. I'm glad we did it. There's a bunch of side trails that maybe we'll go explore later, but for now, I think we're gonna head back to camp and enjoy this beautiful weather before the wind picks up, because it's about to get ugly. So there's the lake, there's the 4Runner. So pretty short walk. pretty nice with all those beautiful mountains. GoPro makes them look really tiny. Okay, so I went into town today and I went to Big 5 and found a cheap-ish inflatable mattress, because I told you the dogs, actually I don't know if I actually told you guys, but the dogs popped a hole in my thermarest, and I'm not even mad because it was totally my fault and I had that thing for 7 years, so I definitely got my money's out of it. But anyways, I bought a cheaper inflatable air mattress, and I'm so lazy. I bought a pump because if I'm going to be doing this every single day, I don't want to do this, at least for like the next 2 weeks, like while Pike's in recovery, and he seems to be pretty pooped from that hike, so I hope it wasn't too soon to do the hike. He seems to be okay though, but I think we're going to go ahead and inflate my pump, and it's a 12 volt. So we're going to give it a try. And then I also bought some more carabiners because you can never have too many carabiners. So let's go ahead and inflate this mattress and see how it feels. All right. I love bubble wrap. It's one of those things where, wow, this tape's really on there. I have to pop it. Oh my goodness, there's a bird. I hope this works. Because this is pretty snazzy if it does. So. It's only using 53 watts, so 61. And it looks like you can actually tighten it while it's on there. I think I need to make room for it before I'm like, I'm not really situated for it, so let me make some room. I'm pretty happy with this setup. What do you guys think? We can sleep well. Let's go try it out. Let's go try it out. Oh, my back hurts. I definitely have a hitch in my back from the other night. Oh, that's so much more comfortable. I have a little table I can put my laptop here. Good night. It's not so much that it's cold, it's just that it's windy. It's like 66 degrees outside. It's absolutely amazing. Tomorrow's supposed to be a high of 40 something, so we're just gonna stoke it up because tomorrow it's gonna get cold. The good news about this location though is that the weather is not supposed to dip down below freezing even at night, except for one day this week, and I think that's Thursday, so we won't even have to use the heater buddy, especially if we stay inside the 4Runner, because we stay way warmer inside the 4Runner than we do up in the tent. And now that I've got this bed and I've cut those inserts and got Velcro so it's a little bit cleaner, it actually is starting to feel more cozy. Okay, the sun is starting to go down and it's going to get dark here in a few minutes. Tonight we lose an hour because it's spring ahead. It's daylight savings tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and make something special for the dogs. And I bought some wet dog food for Pike. So I'm going to go ahead and get him a little concoction with his meds. And maybe I'll give a little bit to the other dogs too, just because, you know, I love all of my dogs. So let's go get some dinner going. Got neighbors. They don't hear me or see me, but that's okay. I'm not a very social person anyway, so it's kind of out of character for me to go. Hey, hey. So, hey. Okay. Oh my God. Cold. So I got 2 cans of this. I'm gonna make a little concoction for Pike with his meds because it's quite the regimen. He's on all kinds of medicine. So he's got his painkiller, his detox, his liver doesn't fail, and he's got an anti-inflammatory, which I don't know if that has an antibiotic in it or not. But anyways, he's got these 3 things I have to mix into his food. He's not normally a picky eater, but every now and then he does. So I got this dog food, this canned food, Blue Wilderness. Probably will be a little bit easier to take down the medicine, dog medicine. Alright, so now that I've got Agron fed and Jethro's being fed, I can use the bowl. I need to get a better dog food container. I didn't really find a good one when I was in Bend, so they do have a pet store that I probably will go check out when I do my resupply. But so for now, I just have an open dog food bag, and it's on top of my clothes, so it makes it really hard for me to get a clean pair of clothes. Like, I want some socks right now because it's supposed to get cold tonight, and I want to put some socks on. And I've kind of cut the bag in a way that it's not really functional. I'm gonna end up dropping all of this dog food on the ground if I do that, so I might have to rummage my dirty clothes. But I have neighbors now, but they haven't said hi to me yet, so I've tried to say hi to them, but it's a little windy, so it's hard to hear, and they're kind of far. But I'm glad I have neighbors, because I had someone like come up like at sunrise and drive around in like a really loud diesel. Nobody bothered me, but it was kind of weird, so I'm glad to have company. I hope they stay warm. All right, so now I have to soak his food. So Pike is officially on a wet dog food diet, so I have to soak his food. Now I have veggie broth. See if I can get that to stand. So I have veggie broth, and I might end up doing like bone broth or something later. But I had veggie broth, so I just soak it in veggie broth now. I was doing it in water, but that's kind of disgusting, so. And he seems to like the veggie broth. So I soak that for about 15 to 30 minutes, just until it gets kind of soft. I don't want it to be mushy and gooey because that's kind of nasty. So once it's ready to go, I'll mix in some of this, and I think Agron's being a good boy. So do y'all think he should have some? I think he should have some of this wet food as a treat because he's a good puppers. Yes, he's a good puppers. We're gonna give the dog. I spoon feed my dogs. Alright, a little treat. Alright, good. Looks pretty disgusting, but he'll love it. So I got my crackers, and I'm gonna go grab my cashew cheese and then curl up with dogs and watch a movie because it's starting to get really cold now. But look at that. Beautiful sunset as always. I say that was a successful concoction. You want to know who's the most spoiled? These two are, because they're sleeping on the pad, whereas Jethro and I got kicked off. Leave it. Ooh, on my finger. It was a wet night, but not too cold. I just slept with one of my sleeping bags. I just like one of my sleeping blankets, really. I didn't even need a sleeping bag last night. Today the high is supposed to be like 46, so as long as it's not windy, it's fine. But I think the winds are going to pick up in about an hour or two for a little bit, and then it'll calm back down. So I'm going to try to go ahead and make some breakfast while I have the weather on my side, and I think I'm actually going to make some breakfast. So Yeah, I've got the dogs outside. Aside from Jethro, he doesn't want to go outside. He's hanging out in here with me because we're probably going to be cooped up in here for a while because it's going to get kind of windy again. So, yeah. Good morning, Blogger. Good morning. Look at this sweet potato. Breakfast is served. I received some not so great news today, so I'm not so sure how much I'm gonna share on video today, but I'll be sure to I'll post it. But I think I'm gonna take advantage of this rest stop and let the dogs out for a little bit.